Catalytic converter thefts is what we're talking about right now. It is a rising problem, and new in the 7 o'clock hour here, AAA is releasing their list of the top counties in Texas where these thefts occur. And here's the list for you. Harris County right at the top, #1. Fort Bend County, #2. Then you've got Dallas County, you got Bexar County, and then Tarrant County. Joining us more to talk about it is Joshua Zuber, our buddy from AAA Texas and New Mexico. Joshua, good morning. We've talked gas prices typically, but here we are talking about something else. It's really a pain in the butt for drivers, these catalytic converter thefts. Talk about this problem. I mean, for those that don't know, why are these things such a target?
Right. Yeah, certainly yet another big headline we've been dealing with across the Lone Star State and right here in Harris County. Texas in general, a hot spot for these catalytic converter thefts. AAA data actually showing statewide numbers up 5,000% since 2019. And when we drill down into which area of Texas is seeing the most activity, you already mentioned it, right here in our own backyard. So why these catalytic converter thefts are on the rise? Well, catalytic converters, they change harmful substances in a car's exhaust into less harmful substances by means of chemical reactions. And to do that, these catalytic converters, they've got valuable rare metals inside of them, a couple of those more valuable than gold. So when these things get stolen, the cash payouts for them can add up fast when sold.
Yeah, that black market's got to be just thriving right now with these stolen catalytic converters. And we've seen some of the busts. I mean, the law enforcement will bust people with dozens of them. You know, I was at my buddy's auto shop last week, and he had a brand new Tundra Toyota in from a customer. Catalytic converter gone. My uncle's pickup truck gone. I feel like those high vehicles, the high clearance vehicles, it's just anybody, almost anybody of any size can slide under there with a saw and cut that thing out in 10 seconds.
Those certainly do seem to be the most popular types of vehicles, those high, SUVs, pickup trucks. Again, a really big problem throughout the Lone Star State, and particularly here in Harris County. Several reasons possibly behind that, of course. Perhaps it's our large population, right? We've got the biggest population right here in the Lone Star State, right here in Houston. So that's why it's so important that we bring awareness to this issue, to your audience, so that they can do everything they can to prevent it.
Yeah, talk about prevention a little bit. I mean, I guess part of it you would think could be where you're parking or the times, but in addition, I mean, what can we even do to our vehicles maybe to make it more difficult for the crooks?
Yeah, I think you hit on a really important part is putting your vehicle in a safe spot, such as your garage. So, maybe if you're using your garage as storage for a lot of items in your house, well, perhaps it's maybe time to consider putting your vehicle in there if you can. Park in those well-lit areas, close to building entrances. When we talk about what can you do to your vehicle itself, get a catalytic converter shield, price one out. Have your VIN number etched onto the catalytic converter itself or your license plate number. Have the catalytic converter welded to your vehicle's frame. That may make it more difficult to steal. If available, try to calibrate your car alarm, if that's an option, to detect vibration. And always we recommend carrying a good insurance policy just in case.
Yeah, I mean, in the case of my uncle, that's what he had to do, was essentially file a claim. But I mean, realistically, that makes insurance more expensive for everybody down the road, the more of these kinds of thefts we have then.
Certainly, obviously, when we talk about these various issues, a lot of things contributing to the possibility of paying more for your auto insurance. So you want to make sure that, you're doing all you can. Talk to your mechanic about these various prevention methods. If you need to find a trusted mechanic, you can check out AAA.com/auto repair. It's free. Just type in your zip code and you'll find the nearest AAA approved auto repair facilities around you. AAA has done a lot of research on this topic for our various publications, and you can just head on over to AAA.com and you can check those out. And as I had mentioned, make sure that you've got the right insurance policy for you. So go ahead and talk to your insurance agent, go over your policy, and make sure you've got all the right coverage.
I think that number, 5,000%, when you mentioned that statistic off the top, is pretty shocking. It seems like word got out that these catalytic converters have some value. They're relatively easy to steal if people haven't done anything, and that's why the explosion. I mean, any idea on what they can do maybe to get the black market under control? I mean, is there anything else that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, certainly when we're talking about just getting this particular issue under control, again, it's making sure that you, as the vehicle owner, you're doing the best you can, trying to make sure you research these various prevention methods and make sure you park your vehicle in a safe spot.
Right on. All right, Joshua, yeah, people doing the best they can. It's to your point, the heavy population centers, more people, more vehicles, more opportunity. So anyway, it's something for all of us to deal with in that case. Josh, always nice to talk with you. Really appreciate it.
Great to be here. Thank you so much.
All right. One of these days, we'll talk about something more positive, I promise. Joshua Zuber with AAA Texas and New Mexico.